you again. You haven't paid your bill. Or did you forget that too?
See? I was here, and she remembers me. I must have committed great diplomacy last night. Ask her about my scepter, friend.
I'm sorry about that little scene. Some people are unbelievable. Welcome to the Ancient Anchor. What can I do for you? Oh, you're with this Nord? I'm not all that worried about what he left here. I'm worried about what he took. A night's worth of food, drink, and entertainment, all without paying. He and his friends skipped out on their bill. Like I said, they ate and drank all night in a private room. When I noticed it was too quiet, I looked in and they were all gone. Someone's gotta settle up. Your friend left his scepter? It'll do as collateral until I get paid.
You found a scepter. That is good. And I remember now. I wanted to pay the bill to impress the other delegates, but now I don't have the coin to do that again. We have to get them to pay their shares. I can't lose another scepter. Let me see. Tamriel didn't seem to be having fun, so I bought her a special drink. And then Olganash wanted dessert. I asked the man in the back for something sweet so my friends could have a good time. We headed back to our own lodgings after that. Oh yes, I am good diplomat, so I thought she would like something to remind her of home. After that, Tamriel kept asking for more drinks. We all laughed and had fun. We said goodnight just outside. She got in her carriage and drove off for home. We might have been arguing about where to get the best cake in Hrothgar. That made us want cake. But the man in the back room said he did not have cake. So I asked him to give me whatever he had. For Olganash. I think Tamriel is staying at Steadfast Manor, a little way outside of town. She likes Lord Bakaro's gardens. Olganash rented a small house in Gonfalon Bay near the West Gate. Here, I'll be right behind you. When my head stops spinning.
Did you hear? Lord Bakaro's conference. It's peace talks to try to end the Three Banners War.
Good luck with that. They may have worked together to stop the Ascendant Order, but they won't stop trying to kill each other until one of them sits on the Ruby Throne.
Olganash is a prisoner? I don't understand. Ask him what happened.
Can you help me? There's been a terrible mistake. I'm with the Daggerfall Covenant diplomatic mission. But this guard doesn't believe me. I'm not what he thinks I am. Rigurd! He got me into this mess. Last night after dinner, we were talking about our favorite places in Hrothgar. He disappeared into the back and returned with a bag. He said something about getting a dessert for me. I left. On my way home, this guard stopped me. I told him what I thought about that, so he frisked me. It turns out the bag was filled with skooma. I didn't know, I swear. Can you talk to Sergeant Dupertis? I've got diplomatic immunity.
You'd better talk to the guard. Olganash won't be able to pay his share of the tab if he's in prison.
I'm sure Olganash spun you a sad tale. Criminals will say just about anything to avoid going to prison. He even told me he was a diplomat. Hope he's got a better story for the city magistrate. If I had a gold coin for every criminal who tells me he's got friends in high places, I'd be a wealthy man. Word of warning, Mainlander. Make false statements to an officer of the law, and you'll be in front of the magistrate too. I'll free Ulganash if we catch the criminal who refined the moon sugar. There's a smuggler named Burjack Catalan who hangs around the Ancient Anchor. We're sure he deals in skooma, but we haven't been able to prove it. He's the criminal I really want. Follow Burjack Catalan and find where he keeps his contraband. I'll need you to bring me proof he's got skooma. We've tried to arrest him before, only to come up empty-handed. I saw Burjack in Gonfalon Square earlier. If you're in, start there.
You are very clever, friend. Just find Burjack Catalan's ill-gotten booty, and I'll get my scepter back. It's simple.
My plan today is absolutely nothing.
Oh, she must have taken ill after dinner last night. Is that a note by the bed? Look for a mammoth ear plant in the woods near the manor. We need to wake her up. Crush the leaf and give her the juice. If she wakes up, we can tell her about her share of the bill. It worked! She's awake! I was a little worried that she might be dead.
Surely death would be more preferable to this. Still, I thank you for waking me. I was having the most horrific dreams. Who are you again? In the spirit of cultural bridge building, I joined Olga Nash and Riggett for dinner. A routine exchange, but Riggett ordered food and drinks all night long. Why? What's going on? Oh, I'm afraid I have no idea if I paid or not. I don't even remember leaving the inn. It's entirely possible that I forgot to contribute toward the bill in my condition. What in the world did I have to drink? Oh my goodness, that's disgusting. No wonder I got sick. I promise I'll return to the inn and settle up soon. Now, if you'll excuse me, all of a sudden, I'm not feeling so good.
A diplomatic success. Thank goodness we were able to help her recover from this unforeseen illness.
I can't believe I drank rot meth last night. What was I thinking? I feel terrible.
What a night. Time for a little nightcap. Back off, stranger. I'd appreciate it if you'd let me be. That bumpkin gave me 3 times what I asked for the skooma. Paid for the best night I've had in years.
Ah, you are back. Do you have the dessert? Sergeant Dupertis is waiting.
Did you find Berjac Catalan? More importantly, did you bring back any proof that he's dealing in skooma? Someone has to go to prison today. I'd rather take him than your friend here. I knew it! Thank you, Mainlander. We've been trying for months to catch Burjack Catalan with incriminating evidence, but he can smell a guard from a block away. He hides it all before we get anywhere near him. I'm true to my word. I'm after the smuggler who's bringing skooma into my town. Not some drunken fool who ends up with a vial in his pocket. But tell your friend if I see him anywhere near Moon Sugar again, I'll arrest him on the spot.
Excellent! Ulgonash has paid his debt to society. Another diplomatic triumph.
That's better. I can't thank you enough. Without your help, I'd still be under arrest. Now, what's all this about Rigert and his missing scepter? No one paid the innkeeper? I don't understand. We ate and drank quite a lot last night, but Rigert said he'd taken care of it. I would never skip out on a bill. We have to make this right. What do you need me to do? Gladly. I'll head back to my rooms and clean myself up. As soon as I can feel my fingers again, I'll meet you back at the inn with a coin for my share. It's the least I can do.
Excellent! Good thing we came along when we did. I can't imagine how he got himself into this situation.
Right, that's settled. I hope you all have learned your lesson. Don't pay the bill to shady characters in a back room.
We are in agreement. I hope this means I can have my scepter back.
I admit it, I didn't expect to see you again. But your three friends finally came back to pay their bill. They even added a little extra for all the trouble. Unlike some people in this room, I remember to pay my debts when they're due. These three ninnies came back and paid what they owed. So here's the scepter. You should tell your friends to use more common sense in the future. Your friend Rigert happened. First, he bought the High Elf rock meth, thinking it was a taste of home for her. After that, he tried to get a sugary dessert for the orc and mistook a skooma dealer in the back room for one of my staff. The skooma dealer gave Rigert something for his friend the orc, all right. Rigert decided that settled the bill. He came back and told the others he'd taken care of it. They were both far too drunk to sort it out. Ninnies, all of them.
My bestest friend. Thanks to your help, I can commit diplomacy again. Everyone here will know that they have been diplomatized by Rigert the Brush. But I still have no idea how things got so out of hand. Everyone was so upset. Diplomacy is hard work. I bought special drinks for Tanilan, but they made her sick. I ordered dessert for Olganash and tried to pay for dinner. Olganash got arrested, and the innkeeper kept my scepter. Now, I'm even more confused. I don't know what high elves like to drink, and I'm not sure why that man gave me a bag of skooma when I wanted something for my friend Olganash. I only wanted him to have a good time. I am stumbled. Did Mariset Lemater have my scepter of office? Thank you, friend. I am official large delegate again. Just think of the great diplomatic triumphs that are sure to come because you helped me. I do not have much gold left in purse, but what I have is yours. Another diplomatic success! Thank you, friends, for an unforgettable night.
It was certainly a, well, unique experience.
Agreed. It was unique. Let's all agree to never speak of it again.
I appreciate your help, and I hope you have the tact to never speak of what happened last night. The Dominion frankly expects more of its diplomats than carrying on like common drunkards. Now, I need to go lie down. Look, it's embarrassing enough without you rubbing it in. We drank far too much. Riggett bought me rot meth thinking it was a taste of home and not some nasty wood elf swill, and I downed it without even looking to see what it was. Because Riggett kept buying them. It's the first rule of diplomacy. Don't embarrass your host by refusing what they give you. But the second rule is don't make your guest drink like a wood elf pirate. Evidently Riggett didn't know that.
Thank you for helping Rigger to sort out this mess he made. The sooner we can all forget about last night's misadventures, the better. I really don't want any of my colleagues to find out I got arrested. I didn't even want dessert. We'd been eating and drinking all night. And since we'd been talking about cakes earlier in the evening, Riggert must have thought I had a sweet tooth. I was even more surprised than the guard when he found the skooma. It wasn't my finest hour. I may have relieved myself against a building along the way. And when the guard spoke sharply to me about that, I argued back at him. You know the rest of the tale.
What an adventure! I'm sure King Yoren would be proud of the diplomacy I have committed today. Thank you again, friend. Without your help, my scepter of office would still be missing. I have spent all my advance for travel expenses and diplomatic entertaining. No matter, I am happy to diplomatize High Isle for free. Whatever else happens, they are sure to remember Rigor the Brush.
This will keep you out of Emunara's fur until she gets the shield.
I'd swallow her. Traveler, may I ask a favor? I have honorably guarded Lady Garrick's trials for more lifetimes than I can recall. And this necromancer thinks she can cow me? I'll have none of it! Apologies. Thank you for stopping. Would you kindly douse that censer and unbind me? I am the steward of Garrick's Rest. I am bound to this place until someone completes the Trials of Worth. 3 tests that measure the qualities a knight needs to bear Lady Garrick's sacred shield. Unless you're a schemer like Emunara. To take the sacred shield without daring the Trials of Worth. But only one who passes the trials learns the words that dismiss the wards guarding the shield. If you can win the shield before the necromancer steals it, I will reward you. Perhaps you are the very soul I've waited for all these years. Someone worthy enough to earn Lady Garrick's most treasured possession. Please, pick up the censer and extinguish it. I suspect that should end the necromancer's binding. Yes, I'm certain you do. Only an incurious fool wouldn't seek to know more. But it may surprise you to learn that I find being bound like this deeply unpleasant. Please, collect and extinguish the censer. I will answer every question once I'm free. Now I'll gladly answer your questions. You should hold on to that censer. Already you show more virtuous character than Emunara ever will. Your compassion will go remembered. Now, enter Garrick's Rest to begin the Trials of Worth. Pass with honor, but move quickly. I cannot allow Emunara to cheat her way to the shield. Ah, Lady Jocelyn Garrick, a premier captain of the All Flanks Navy. Sailors flocked from all across the sea to sail with her. She was stern, efficient, and shrewd. And she was loyal. Always brought her crew home safely. Except the last time. I can't say for certain. That Colovian admiral, what was his name? Well, he ordered the whole fleet to Thrass. Lady Garrick and her crew never returned. The rest became quite lonely with her gone, but I managed to stay honorably occupied. I kept watch over Garrick's Rest. I wanted it to stay pristine, just in case. Challengers continued to arrive, looking to pass the Trials of Worth. Word spread that the prize was now Lady Garrick's fabled shield. And that kept me quite busy for a time. The rush to earn the shield slowed to a trickle. I think people started to believe the task was impossible. Eventually, they stopped altogether. But I stayed at my post. Lady Garrick gave me an order, and I refused to shirk it. Even after I died. Oh, I met my end as an old man. While cleaning cobwebs off one of the traps, I felt a pain in my chest. Then, just darkness. I woke up above my body. Quite the shock, I'll say. But it made sense. From there, I just kept to my routine. As I said, 3 trials await you. Perseverance, wits, and constitution. They each test a virtue that Lady Garrick sought in those she sailed with. I will meet you before each one to explain your goal and offer guidance. After that, it's up to you. Correct. Magical wards surround the shield. After honorably completing each trial, you'll learn a phrase that dispels this protection. Emunara wanted me to tell her this phrase, but I refused.
I worry about her plans to get around the wards. They began as a way to weed out those who would serve her poorly. Many aspired to sail with the great Lady Jocelyn Garrick, but she'd only accept the best. If an applicant passed each challenge while maintaining their honor, she welcomed them aboard. Before her last voyage, Lady Garrick asked me to find a new bearer for her shield if she did not return. I swore an oath to find someone worthy. That oath holds me here to this day. Only when the shield is fairly won can I rest. Lady Garrick called it her sacred shield. She claimed that a saint of Arche blessed it with his blood. While she held it, no injury could befall her. I have no reason to doubt this belief. Only when she left it behind did she die in battle. I have thought on that question for ages. At the time, my place was not to question her judgment. I keep reflecting on what she told me. If I don't return, may this preserve my memory. Perhaps she knew the voyage was doomed, no matter what. She declined to tell me. To be honest, I chose not to ask. I knew from the moment I saw Eminara that she wasn't honorable enough to deserve the shield. Strange, though. A shield blessed by the power of Arche should repel a necromancer. As I said, 3 trials await you. Perseverance, wits, and constitution. They each test a virtue that Lady Garrick sought in those she sailed with. I will meet you before each one to explain your goal and offer guidance. Correct. They began before her last voyage. Ah, Lady Jocelyn Garrick. I can't say for certain. That Colovian admiral... Oh, what was it? I kept watch over Garrick's... Certainly. Any time you wish. But please remember that Eminara has already entered Garrick's rest. We should hurry to get started before too long.